Hi everybody, it's nice to see you all again. Thank you guys for coming back, it really means a lot to me. And for the few people who have watched my BookTube newbie tag video, it means the world to me, and to the 3 subscribers that I have, you guys mean so much, and I'm just so thankful for you. So thank you, and I promise to work very hard to make sure I can deliver the best possible content for you guys. So, today is going to be my TBR for what I'm going to be reading in July. Now, this does not include what I'm going to be reading for the Readathon, which is the 6th to the 12th of July, and it's going to be hosted by Chloe from Books with Chloe and Monica Kim, and I'm really excited to be in this because there are some really exciting things I'm going to be reading, and I'm very excited. And it gives me a chance to watch a Korean film, and I know exactly which film I'm going to watch. Because BTS counts for everything. The next thing is the Reading Rush, which I know is later on in the month. So for that, I'm going to be doing a book haul beforehand because I know I'm going to be needing a lot to read and a lot of iced coffee. But the first thing I want to address, which sadly isn't book related, but I felt like it's kind of important, is to understand why my wall is blank. It's nice, I guess, if you're taking a random picture. However, I'm a pretty bold and expressive person, so this is really bland and simple, and that's just not me. So basically right now I'm in the middle of redecorating, so hopefully by the next time I see you guys, I will have lots of wonderful pictures up, and it'll be colorful and happy and expressive, just like me. And also, even though vanilla is great, that is not something we always want to be here or do here. I mean, take part of, you guys know what I mean. Because we don't do that here. At least not in the days that end in Y. So to get right into it, the first book that I'm going to be reading is a book that I've wanted to read for a really long time, and I finally have my hands on it. And with all of the things that are going on right now in the world, I have wanted to start opening up my horizons, or I guess broadening my bookshelves and reading from different cultures and from different authors of different ethnicities. So the one that I'm really looking forward to is my very first one, which is The Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. So just take a look at the cover. Isn't it beautiful? It glows in the back. Oh my gosh, like the insides, like inside underneath the dust jacket, there is the map of the entire world, looks like. And this is the inside cover. I mean, just look how gorgeous that is. It's just stunning. So, from what I have read inside of the dust jacket, it's about a girl who comes from a clan of people who have magic. However, there is a king who apparently has taken over and is very oppressive, and he has been hunting these people who have magic to the point of near extinction, sorry. And so it's going to be one of those things where I'm really excited to read. I wonder what I can learn from it, and to see what's going to be something new that I can either accomplish or be able to think about in the coming months, and also maybe it'll give me a different perspective on some things. So the next thing is, I'm a weeb, or I guess an otaku, and in Japanese culture that means someone who really loves manga and anime and cosplay and such. And so the manga I'm going to be reading for this month is the Blood Sea series by Renmaru Kotone. Now, there are only 4 volumes, so thankfully it will not be something that's going to take me 9 ever, like if I were reading One Piece, because that would just be crazy. However, it's one of those things where I've had this for a while on my shelf, but I haven't actually been able to sit down and read it. Things have either come up, or I wasn't in the mood and I didn't want to force it. So I just decided, you know what, this is the time, and I reread the back, and I was like, this is it. I'm going to read them now. So, with that, this is the cover of the first one. Isn't it pretty, the colors? And this is the back. So it follows high schooler Saya Kisaragi, and by day, she is a clumsy high school student who works at her father's shrine as a shrine maiden in training. However, at night, she becomes a monster slayer with an amazing sword, and I'm very excited to read this. It is a continuation of a couple other different series, which I've been told it's from, I think it's Blood Plus, and there's one other. I'm not sure what that is. But basically, it's the continuation from that, and it was also adapted into an anime and into a anime movie. However, I've been told that you should not eat anything before watching it because it gets gruesome very quickly, and I'm wanting to make sure that if I have melon bread and iced coffee, I do not get sick, because I do not get to go to Wajimaya very often. So priorities. Do not lose the melon bread or iced coffee. So the third book I'm going to be reading is a high fantasy YA novel, which is the companion to the Throne of Glass series. So it is Tower of Dawn. I mean, just look at the colors and look at it shines. I mean, even though the back isn't as like spectacular as everything else, it's pretty great. So I've read the whole Throne of Glass series originally. However, my goal is to read it, I guess, as a whole in a consecutive piece, and talk to you guys about it as an entire review. So I guess for the moment, this is me just rereading it because I wanted to read them on my own again, just so I can quickly and concisely understand everything again and refamiliarize myself and actually pick up on the things I didn't pick up on the first time when I read it. So sadly, the cover or the inside of the dust jacket is kind of plain. However, I got the Target exclusive edition. So it has these. So it has two of the characters. So it has Nesrin Falik and Kael Westfall. On the back, it has Minnon Blackbeak and her Wyvern Abraxos and Aelin Galathinius. And you meet all of them in the direct line of the Throne of Glass series. However, this one mainly focuses on Nesrin and Kael in this one. Trying to go back to the southern continent and trying to convince the Kagan, who is basically their version of their king of the continent, that they really need armies and ships and supplies and weaponry to defeat the Demon King Erewhon, who is raging war against everybody else who is fighting up north in Aurelia, which is in the northern continent. So it will be interesting to actually sit down and truly read it without, I guess, being super hyped up. I mean, I'm still going to be hyped up because I love this series. It's one of my favorites, but it'd just be interesting to see what I pick up this time instead of not being as, like, immersed in the hype, so I can just read it and understand kind of what's going on and see if maybe I can pick up on some things that weren't there before, or just see what's going on, since this one is sadly not in direct line, but I think it actually explains some things, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how this goes, reading it the second time around and seeing what I can learn from it. Alright, so this is the other graphic novel I'm going to be reading. It is the Teen Titans Raven, so it's the direct one featuring just her. It's written by Cami Garcia and it's illustrated by Gabriel Piccolo. So this is something that's very special to me. Raven is my favorite DC heroine, and she is probably one of my favorite superheroes, honestly, of all time. I relate to her in a lot of ways, and it's just one of those things where being able to see her, I guess, as a teenager and seeing her as kind of like the Rachel Ravenroth is going to be really interesting to see. The coloring on the front is just gorgeous. I mean, even look at the back. And then if you flip through, it's purple and black and white, which I've never seen before, very minimalistic in color, but I'm so excited. This is going to be a great read, and I'm just really excited. This is going to be great, and I just can't wait to review this and tell you guys all about it. Alrighty, and there's one last one left of my TBR for July, and that is going to be Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. So this is one of her earlier novels, but I'm really, really excited to be able to read this. So this is the exclusive collector's edition, so that is why it is pink, not in green or the teal color. So it's all pink around. Inside, it comes with the little the bookmark, which is super exciting, and it's pink so it matches. So this is basically a coming-of-age story about a now freshman in college named Kath. So she is in love with Simon Snow, and he is the main character of the Simon Snow series that is directly involved in this book. Oh, by the way, look at the cover without the dust jacket. That's just classy, and it's nice. It's great. It's the story of how she loves it, and her sister used to, and now she's moved on, and it's basically just her trying to navigate being, I guess, a young adult and trying to figure out how to love a fandom or worried about having to let it go and all of the different challenges that come with growing up, because sadly, growing up is a horrible thing and should just not be allowed, but you know. But this is the inside cover. It's so pretty and it makes me so excited just because exclusive editions make me happy. And this is the other one. So there's this, and then obviously the nice flip pages. There is at the back after the acknowledgements, a Q&A with the author. And then there is also a little excerpt from Carry On, which is one of her other novels. So that is something I'm probably going to have to read at a later time. I've been told by a lot of different people that it's really good, so it's going to be interesting seeing something that's, I guess, a coming-of-age story that I haven't seen before. I mean, I've seen a lot, but that's going to be different considering the fact that it's something that kind of hits home in some ways for me. So it's going to be interesting seeing how Rainbow Rowell decides to go about this. So guys, that is all that I have for what I'm going to be reading. Now, granted, for the reading rush, like I said, I'll be doing a book haul beforehand so I can show you guys what I will be reading. There are some books that I'm really looking forward to hopefully getting my hands on, so crossing my fingers. And if I can get my hands on those, it'll be so good. So good. And yes, this means I will be getting a lot of iced coffee. I mean, the people at Gravity Coffee at the stand near my house almost know me by name now. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but we're going to figure that out. And of course, during the reading rush, it's going to be a lot of that. Well, I hope to see you guys soon, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day or night, and that you guys just know that I love you, and that you guys are wonderful, and you guys all make me super happy. All right, bye!